Hello everyone, welcome to my instructional video. Later on, you will know the purpose of this video, but now I am going to introduce myself first. I am Michelle Yu, 20 years old, currently residing at Bulawan, Lapuyan, Zamboanga del Sur, and I am a second year student of GH City State College, and I'm taking the course of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in General Science. So, in this video, let us discuss about pathogenic microorganisms. So, what is the most or worst pathogenic microorganism? But before answering this big question, let us review first what is microorganism, what are pathogens, or what is pathogenic. So, what is microorganism? Microorganism is an organism that can be seen only through a microscope. Microorganisms include bacteria, protozoa, algae, and fungi. Although viruses are not considered living organisms, they are sometimes classified as microorganisms. So microorganisms, from the word micro meaning small, right? So organism meaning any living things or anything that has a life. It could be a person, an animal, a plant, or even a bacteria. So bacteria, protozoa, algae, or fungi, those are called microorganisms. Okay, so what are pathogens? A pathogen is an organism that causes disease. Pathogens are different and can cause disease upon entering the body. Pathogens can be transmitted a few ways depending on the type. So, pathogen are actually, there are microorganisms or specifically bacteria that are harmless. So, if that bacteria or if that microorganism causes you disease, they are called pathogens or they are pathogenic microorganism. So pathogens can be transmitted. So they can be transmitted through our body depending on the type. So what are the types of pathogens? Okay. Actually, there are numerous types of pathogenic microorganism, but this time let us only focus the three main types of microorganisms, which are viruses or bacteria and fungi. Okay, the first one is bacteria. So what is bacteria? Bacteria are microorganisms made of a single cell. They are very diverse and have a variety of shapes and features and have also the ability to live in just about any environment, including in and on your body. So bacteria are those microorganisms that are single-celled and they are very diverse, meaning there are numerous bacteria. So hindi lang sila isa, hindi lang sila dalawa. And of course, although they are single-celled, they have variety of shapes and features. And bacteria are those microorganisms that can survive in any environment, anywhere, anything. Not only in our body, but also there are bacteria on your phone, on your anything, anywhere. Okay, next is fungi. Fungi, a member of the group of eukaryotic organisms that includes microorganisms such as yeast and molds, as well as the more familiar mushrooms. Fungi can be found just about everywhere in the environment, including indoors, outdoors, and on human skin, and they cause infection when they overgrow. So fungi is similar to bacteria. They can also live everywhere, anywhere, including indoors, outdoors, and on human skin or on our body. So fungi belong to the group of eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryotic organisms are those organisms that has nucleus or they are enclosed. Examples are molds or the most familiar mushrooms. Okay, next is viruses. A virus is an infectious microbe consisting of a segment of nucleic acid surrounded by a protein coat. A virus cannot replicate alone. Instead, it must infect cells and use components of the host cell to make copies of itself. So viruses are quite different from the other microorganisms because they cannot survive without a host. So in order for them to be active, they must enter the body first and then they infect cells in order for them to reproduce or to replicate. So viruses are the tiniest. They are the tiniest among of all the microorganisms. Okay, so now, what is the most or worst pathogenic microorganism? So the worst pathogenic microorganism are viruses. So viruses are the worst pathogenic microorganism. Although these microorganisms were most likely to cause disease, viruses are more pathogens among all of the microbes. Unlike bacteria, most viruses do cause disease and they are quite specific about the cells they attack. So actually, most bacteria are harmless. Some are actually help by digesting food, fight cancer cells, and provide essential nutrients. Unlike viruses, they do cause more diseases. It is because they attack the cells. They turn the normal cells into malignant or cancerous cells. Now, if I were a microbiologist, what are my innovative methods to eradicate and mitigate the disease caused by such microorganism? So the first one, isolation. Now, this might not be an innovative method, but this is one of the effective methods that helps to eradicate and mitigate the disease. Example, when you are an infected person and you are isolating yourself, you are helping not only yourself but also other people to not get infected from the disease. Next is vaccination. Now, this is an innovative method or treatment against disease. Vaccination really helps in eradicating the disease, especially today that we are facing COVID-19 pandemic and everybody gets vaccinated. And I think that's all. Thank you for watching.